Reggae Cross. Hi, my name is Anna and I'm a singer.
Hi, my name is Peyton and I'm a dancer.
And today, what are we doing today?
Today, we are back for a very exciting comeback reaction and we'll be reacting to Secret Number.
Yes, so Secret Number is back today with a new release. It is titled Tumchita, all caps. Obviously, we have watched the teaser in advance, so we kind of know what to expect. So that being said, let us just go! Cozy.
Wanted. I always associate pink and blue with Secret Number.
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, based on the teasers, it feels like such a different style.
Oh. It felt very, like, aggressive in your face in the teaser, which is exactly how it started in the dance.
I mean, they're wanted, apparently, criminals. All those masks on those mannequins just now. Do you hear that do 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 in the background?
Oh.
Oh. Build up.
Waiting.
I thought the build up would be a little bit longer. Oh. Oh, they're doing like the gun sign.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Criminals. They also had the gun, like, sound earlier.
Here she goes.
Oh. I like the change in the background.
Oh god. I liked that part.
Oh yeah, pulls up the jewel. That's what they stole, I'm assuming?
The diamond?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if that, like, pause is the same length in the actual song. Because it's not so long that I wouldn't be surprised if it was in the actual song.
It wasn't totally silent, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was that long.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice.
Oh. Dance break ending. No, but there's still like not a minute, but 40 seconds. Oh, okay, so instrumental outro. After the dance break.
There's still 15 seconds.
Oh, story.
Yeah.
What is in there? What?
A secret.
That is much too simple of a lock, but I get why it's a lock.
It moved! Okay, let's just jump straight into some comments. Anna, would you like to start us off?
I kind of said this in the beginning too, where like after watching the teaser it felt like such a different style, which is very true because like this is a really hard, intense concept. Obviously, I mean like they're wearing a lot of black and leather in this and they're wanted criminals, so obviously it's like more of a hard concept, which is like a huge contrast to what we've seen from them before. Especially the most recent one was Purto, like Fire Saturday, which was just like fun. It was like kind of jarring, but I think that they still suit like the harder style as well.
I agree with you. Like, in terms of style, it's very different, but I feel like in some ways they pulled in some of that, like, Secret Number brand, because there was also, like, the neon in the background, lots of glitter, lots of, like, sparkles, things like that. So it was sort of pulling in a little bit to ease the transition into this harder style.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, because, like, musically, we've talked about in, like, every single Secret Number reaction that we've done that they have a lot of very heavy brass, which was still true for this. So yeah, like you were saying, it's, like, concept style-wise very different, but then, like, the elements that they're using eases the transition.
Yeah, but I think in terms of, like, going into that harder style, I think you can see that in the dance, especially in the chorus, because, like we were saying at the beginning, it's like Criminals, it's a lot harder, it's a lot more aggressive, and you feel that right from the very beginning. Like, that first move, 5 of the members drop to the floor and they're, like, crawling towards you. It's a very attacking position because their torsos are leaned forward, they're, like, grabbing towards you, and so right from the very beginning, it's sort of like a, whoa, what's happening? And then I think you feel it again in the chorus because you get a little bit of a break from that in the verses where it sort of is like building up, and then they drop in the chorus on the Dumchita, which I think is a really nice impact because their whole dance style gets like really heavy and very attacking, for lack of a better word that I just keep using. But yeah, I think that was a really interesting change to see, but I think they still suit that sort of concept well, like you were saying.
Very aggressive. Because musically, like I said, it's like heavy on the brass, but that's mainly in the chorus. And there's like that grounded feeling that comes with the brass. But also you hear the bass throughout the song, which adds to the grounded feeling. That being said though, the verses are surprisingly like lighter than you would expect because like the bass is present, but it's not like sustained the whole time. There's just like the bass hits occasionally, which make it more rhythmic. But then instead there's the like little sort of twinkling line that I tried to point out in the background that was like doo doo doo. Like, it's like the tiny little hits. I feel like it's really more noticeable in the second verse because in the first verse on first listen, you're still overwhelmed by like the chorus that they do as the intro. Obviously, there's like this overwhelming concept and like sound that you got from the intro, so that contrast is nice and it also gives you a little bit of a break. The pockets of silence and rest throughout the song give you a break so you're not like super overwhelmed the whole time.
Another dance thing, really like carrying that feeling home right to the very end is the dance break at the end, because when you have dance breaks at the end, they're usually one of two styles. It's either like, oh, fun, party, like everyone together, or like super attacking, like very impactful, and this is definitely the second one. And it's just like the movement style there is very tight, like it's very punchy, it's very forward, like quite literally moving forward and also spreading out, so it's like they're taking up a lot of space and they're coming at you, so it feels very like domineering. And I think that that point at the end before they do like the outro really sort of like hits the whole concept home for the performance part of the comeback.
My last thing that I wanted to say though, which like is not music related at all, was the music video at the end when we were making the commentary about like the lock that they found on the chest and it moving. Like, I get why it's that lock because like fandom name and all of that, but why is it moving? Is it supposed to be like the fans are moving? Like representative of that? I wasn't sure.
Maybe.
Right?
Let us know in the comments. But on that note, we will wrap it up here. TLDR for today's video is first and foremost Secret Number. Congratulations on your comeback with Dumchita. In this comeback, Secret Number is challenging a slightly different style. It's a lot harder, a lot more aggressive, but still keeping some of those Secret Number brand elements that we have seen from debut. That is a nice transition over into this harder concept, and it'll be exciting to see where they go from here.
That being said, if you would like to talk with us more about Secret Number, about this release, about the slight change in concept and how you feel about it, then feel free to reach out to us on our socials, which are linked in the cards. And as always, if you enjoyed this reaction video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and bye!
Bye!